Candela, hypnotherapist, transformation coach, and a spiritual teacher. You're about to listen to a recording of one of my regression sessions. If you enjoyed the content on my channel, please consider subscribing. And if you click on the bell, it will inform you of any of my future postings. Also, leave a comment and click like, because that helps to bring this kind of content to more viewers. I hope you enjoy the recording, and I hope to see you again in my future videos. And I'd like you to tell me the very first things that you see as you reach the surface.
I don't like it here.
What is it that you're sensing?
I'm scared.
What is it that you're scared of?
I don't know.
Tell me what you're experiencing.
Waves in my body. Everything just looked gray when we stopped.
And that gave you the feeling of fear?
Mm-hmm.
Still
I
sense
saw a
it?
black house, and I just felt uncomfortable.
Can you describe the house to me?
It was wood. It was old, weathered.
How big is the house?
It's big, maybe 2 stories.
And what do you notice around it or next to it?
Can't tell.
Okay. I'd like you to look down at your feet and tell me what you're wearing on them.
Black boots, because they come over my ankles. They're not like hard, some kind of softer material.
And what are you wearing on your body?
A dress down to my feet. It's white, it feels old. I have like a cloak over it. It's black. And the bottom is like ruched is the word.
You are in a female body?
Mm-hmm.
Are you young or old?
I feel young.
About what age?
20s.
And are you healthy?
Yes, I don't feel unhealthy.
Okay. So now become aware if you are heading towards this house or you're walking away from it or if you're just passing it by.
I was like standing facing it.
What is your connection with this house?
It feels like it's my house.
So how about you go inside and tell me what you notice inside. Now you will be completely safe, and if there's anyone there, they won't be able to see you unless you want them to see you.
There are other women in the house.
Who are they?
Feels like they work in the house. They take care of people in the house. Like it's my house, but we take care of people in the house.
Okay. So tell me what's happening in the house as you walk through it.
I see a fireplace. The women are on the floor. They're sitting on the floor over people who are laying down, caring for sick people who are laying on the floor, and they're on the floor with them, taking care of them.
And how are the women dressed that are taking care of the sick?
They're wearing white aprons, feel like nurses. They have white bonnets on their heads, black stockings, black shoes.
Focus your attention on one of the people that are sick and tell me what is happening to them.
Feels like a disease. His face looks distorted.
What are you feeling now?
I can feel his pain. He's in a lot of pain. I can feel it.
Where is his pain?
All his body.
Now, right now, you're going to feel a deep sense of release as the pain leaves you with the next breath. And there is just a warm, comforting feeling growing inside of you. You will be aware of the sensations, but they will not feel disturbing to you right now.
It doesn't scare me anymore, but I can feel that they're in pain.
Is that what was scaring you before?
I think so. The house just felt big and sick, and I just didn't want to go in and feel it.
And you can allow yourself to reconnect with that experience and yet feel some distance from it and a deep protection from it. So become aware if you use that ability to feel the pain of the patients to help you in the work that you do.
I use it to tell the girls what to do. I tell the girls where they're hurting.
And become aware of how long you have been doing this work.
It feels like I've been doing this for a while. Like the land that I'm on feels new, but I've been working and using the house as a sick place for a while. That's why there's so many people here, because they knew about the house and they knew to come here for help.
And are you able to heal them and send them home?
They come here to die.
So the people that come to you are pretty ill?
Yes.
And do you have a sense that they all have a similar condition?
Yes.
And what is that condition or disease?
It feels like smallpox. We make them comfortable for death.
Mm-hmm. Just feel your muscles relaxing. And tell me how that ability to feel the pain of other people is affecting you.
It feels heavy.
Where do you feel it in your body, that heaviness?
In my chest, in my back.
And how would you describe that heaviness? Is that a sense of responsibility?
Yes.
What do you feel your responsibility is in this?
Providing comfort in the most painful and scary time. There's no sense that this is easing anytime soon.
How long has it been going on?
10 years?
And how do you protect the women that are working in your house from getting sick?
Face covering and herbal medicine. There's a room in the back of the house.
What happens in that room?
The medicine is made. I make it and someone works back there to make it. 2 people.
Has it been working well so far?
Yes.
Okay. Do you make any other medicines there for the dying as well?
Yes.
What do you make for them?
Topical medicine and oral medicine to help with their pain.
How much time do they usually spend in your home?
Weeks, months.
Have you ever had people that got well?
No.
Okay. Now become aware of how you became knowledgeable in these healing practices.
People taught me.
Travel to the time when that began and tell me what happens.
I'm a child.
How old are you?
8.
I'd like you to find a reflective surface and look into it and tell me what you look like.
Long black hair. It's not smooth. Very subtle wave. Very, very, very fair skin.
And so go to the moment when you begin.
I'm a child of a native and settler.
Who was your mother?
Native.
And it's a native of where? What land are you in?
I'm in America. It's somewhere where it gets cold.
Become aware of the story of your parents.
It was a secret. Everyone.
So they did wish to be together?
Mm-hmm.
Did they not live together?
No.
Did they ever get to be together?
No.
With whom were you raised?
My mother, until she died.
Did you know your father?
Yes.
Did he acknowledge you as his daughter?
Yes. He came for me after she died.
How old was she when she died?
She was young.
What happened to her?
She got sick.
What were her symptoms?
Cough with blood.
How old were you when she died?
9 or 10.
And what happened after she died?
My father came for me, and I lived with him.
Did you remain in contact with the tribe?
Yes.
So, were you taught medicine by your mother?
The tribe after my mother passed.
Did you ask to be taught?
Yes, I asked my father if I could be taught.
Why did you want to learn that after your mother passed?
I wanted to help people in pain, like my mother.
Could you already feel your mother's pain?
Yes.
So is that something that you were always able to do without being taught?
Yes.
And did your tribe teach you how to manage this open state that you were in?
They taught me to embrace the feeling, not to be afraid of it.
Did that help you to live with it?
Yes, because I knew it wasn't mine, so it was okay.
Or what did you do after you embraced it? How did you let it go?
Focused, full body breath to hold it and then release it.
Describe that a little bit clearer for me.
Tense my body, tense every muscle to hold it, to acknowledge it, and then breathe out and release the tension in my body, to release it from the muscles in my body.
Good. I would like you to do that right now so that you can have that memory within your body of what it feels like. And how does that feel when you've released it?
Free.
You're free of the other person's pain?
Yes.
Wonderful. I'd like you to come back to that feeling you had at the beginning of the weight. And is that something that you're able to release as well? Or is that different from your ability to experience other people's pain?
Yes, it's different.
And do you have an ability to deal with that and release that? Or is that something that you continue to carry with you?
I carry it.
I'd like you to return back to your early 20s and tell me if you have any support system around you that allows you to let go of some of that responsibility.
I feel responsible.
When you look at the people that are sick that you take in, become aware if they are the settlers or the natives or a combination.
We're the settlers.
And is your father still around?
No,
What happened to him?
he died.
From what?
The sickness.
So allow those images to begin to fade away, and on the count of 3, I'd like you to move to the next significant event in that life. 1, 2, and 3, and tell me what's happening.
I'm not at the house anymore.
Where are you?
Feels like a farm. I have a daughter and a husband. It's our farm.
Does your husband work the farm?
He runs the farm.
Mm-hmm. And is he one of the settlers?
Yes.
What do you do during the day?
I help him with the farm, and I teach our daughter.
How old are you?
Late 20s.
What happened to the house where you were healing the sick?
I turned it over to someone else after I got married.
How do you feel about leaving it?
Peace.
Is that sense of weight lifted?
Yes.
Do you do any healing work?
With the animals on the farm. If they get hurt, I help them.
Are you able to feel their pain as well?
Not as strong as people.
Are you able to communicate with them in any way?
I know when they look at me, I can just see on their faces when they're in pain or when they're better.
Do you teach your daughter the healing?
Mm-hmm. She's better with the animals than I am.
So on the count of 3, I'd like you to move to the last day of that life. 1, 2, and 3. And tell me what you're experiencing.
I'm with my daughter and my husband.
How old are you?
Mid-40s. Daughter's an adult.
Is this a typical age at which people pass, or is it early?
Feels typical. Like people die in their 50s. I'm in my mid-40s.
What are you experiencing?
Ill but comfortable.
What symptoms do you have?
Feels like something with my stomach. It's not an injury. It just feels like some kind of illness in my stomach or abdomen. No one understands it.
Are you able to make any medicines for yourself?
Just for comfort.
So you don't know what it is either?
Mm-mm.
So as you take your next breath, allow your spirit to lift out of the body. There will be an immediate sense of relief, peace, and well-being. And as you're lifting higher and higher in your consciousness and awareness, what are your thoughts on this life that you just left?
It felt like a full life, a good life. I got to bring people comfort, but then I also got to have peace and happiness and making a family and in teaching my daughter.